Hey, what's up? I'm Goonzi from Bleed From Within. You're watching Backstage Explorers. Right, with ESP, been with them since last year, so I've got all new guitars now. I only have 3 that I use in the show, and then I've just got a spare 7-string in case I break a string. This is my main guitar. Yeah, the M1000 HT. It is a production LTD, but I swapped out all the black hardware for gold hardware. The pickups, the Fishman Influence, again swapped the black ones out for gold just because I need gold hardware and everything. So it's got the locking tuners on the back, and I always add my little pick holder on the back on all my guitars as well. These are just like £5 off of Amazon or something, so I put them on all my guitars, just glue them on. Yeah, I use that for most of the show just because it's lighter, and the other guitar is a Floyd Rose, which is a bit heavier, and I don't need it for every song. Sometimes I need to bend behind the nut or use the neck pickup because my Floyd Rose doesn't have a neck pickup, only has one pickup. I usually use bridge pickup for like clean parts, and there's one solo I use it for, but yeah, use this for most of the show. I wouldn't say I prefer active or passive. I'd say I'd probably prefer passive, to be honest, but these came with this and I'd never tried the Fluence before. I'd always used the passive pickups, bare knuckle. I'm just sort of trying these out there now, and I like them, but I wouldn't say I prefer them over passive. But I do have bare knuckles in my 7-string. This is my guitar with the Floyd Rose, the floating bridge. M1001 LTD, again it's a production model. It's got one pickup in it, again it's Fishman Influence. I read somewhere that the less pickups you have, the more sort of clean the tone is. Don't know why that is, it's some sort of electrical reason, but I use Floyd quite a lot in the set, so I need to switch to this. This one doesn't have the locking tuners, but it does have the Floyd Rose, so you don't really need them. But it's actually pretty light for a guitar with Floyd Rose. Usually the bodies have to be pretty big to get the cut out for all the bits and bobs. I use that for 2 songs in the set. Both these are in drop B. I'm using the Quantum cases at the moment because you can fit 3 guitars in them. They're super light for flying. Steven's just moved to the new NK as well. I think I'm going to get one of these eventually because the clips are a lot better in these, like these clips. And the Quantums break quite a lot, so I think we're both going to move to these. They are a bit heavier though, but they're way sturdier. One more guitar. This is my 7. It's almost exactly the same as my main 6. It's the same finish. Again, I've changed everything out for gold. These are bare knuckle polymaths, which I think are Nolly's signature pickup. I love these. All got the coil split on them as well. But I'll only use this in 2 songs in the set. It's got a locking tuner as well. It's pretty much an exact copy of the 6, but it's the 7 version. And that's all the guitars I use in the show. I do have the Whitechapel signature 7-string as a spare, which again, I've swapped out the black hardware for gold. I do love this guitar, but I feel like the neck dive on it's quite bad, so when you're standing it'll just go like this, whereas the other one just stays up. That's all the guitars I have with me. I have changed the rig quite a bit since we last did this though, so I'll show you the changes. We got this right before the tour. We've moved to the Fretronics RSW. It's an auto switching system. Shout out to Fretronics, they're based in Glasgow and everyone is using these now. But basically it's an auto switching system for my main quad Cortex, which is in here, and my spare, which is under here. I tried to recreate my preset on the Gajira plugin as much as I could because I love that. I use that on all our demos and stuff, so it's not exactly the same as the Gajira plugin, but I have tweaked it a bit for live. These auto switchers basically have MIDI and everything built in, so that if I was to pull the power to this one, it automatically switches over to the B, and it's like instant. So we used to do my main and Steven's main, and then Steven's spare and my spare, but we switched it so this is just mine and this is Steven's. And Davey P is on the same thing with his bass. He's got the auto switcher too, but he's on the Nano Cortexes now. He used to be on the Dark Glass Adam pedals, but we're moving him over to the Nanos. He's using the Parallax plugin on these because he loves that tone from the Parallax plugin, so he's very happy that he gets to use that live now. Moved to the Shure guitar wirelesses rather than the Sennheisers, so That's another addition from the last time we did this. These have 2 channels each, so it just means you can, when you're swapping guitars, you can go between the 2 channels. And then I think everything else is pretty much the same. This is the Cymatic U-Track. I think it's, I can't remember how many tracks of audio it plays, but this is for backing tracks basically. Click track, MIDI, it sends MIDI to the QCs. Ali triggers this with a pedal, that's what that is. That goes to a little small foot pedal at his drum kit. So he triggers each song just on Kennedy's cue, or something you can set it so that they run automatically into each song, so you don't have to wait on the cue, just depending on how the set runs. So this is like the brain of the whole thing. These are just an exact copy that run in redundancy. This is the switcher for that. So if you pull the power to that or whatever, if something goes down, it'll automatically switch to the other one. This is the in-ears, this is the same ones I've had for a while, Sennheisers, G4s. Then M32 mixer, which I think this actually might be new from the previous video also. This is our split for the mixer for the in-ears. The stage box in front of the house is up here, but this is splitting the signal down here. So that's the brain for the in-ear mixer, and that's just the stage box for it. But I think we actually had the pre-Sonus the last time we did this, so this is an upgrade from that, I think. But these are all fly racks too. Like, these can all come out and go into pellet cases, so when we fly, everything's under 32 kilograms, because each bag has to be under 32 kilograms to be able to fly, so it allows us to do both. So we can just put them in these racks when we're not flying, pull them out into pellet cases when we are flying. I have a guitar tech now, his name is Taylor, he's the fucking best. He has been smashing it. This is the first time we've worked together and I'm loving it. This is his wee bench. I have no idea what he keeps in these drawers, but he keeps my guitars in tune, so he's doing his job right. Yeah, it's great. It's great having him here.
New IPA?
Oh, okay. I'm not too clued up in the beers. It all kind of taste the same to me. That's Ali, our drummer. He is like really into that. But beer just tastes like beer to me. But I guess you're drunk and it tastes good. So genuinely, they taste exactly the same to me. So I don't prefer either. I usually just play my guitar for a bit. I have a tiny speaker. It's the Positive Grid speaker. It's like this size. I just got that right before this tour for the first time, so I just plug that in the dressing room and I just play through the songs, or I'll just try and do right hand warm-ups and like just try and play as fast as I can with my right hand, because that's where I feel has the most difficulty with the newer songs. So I try and warm up my right hand more than anything, and then I just sit and play a couple of the more difficult riffs from the set, and that's maybe like 30-40 minutes before we play, and then that's it. Oh, I'd say my favourite riff to play is also the most difficult one. It's in Hope in Hell. The riff towards the end, it's super hard to play and I can't really do much headbanging, but it is also probably my favourite riff that we've ever written, so I have mixed feelings about it because it's very difficult to play. Things that have been tried and tested over time and we know that it works, I guess that's what makes it tourable. Is it durable? Is it going to last? Being thrown in and out of trailers, and everything is doing great on this tour. So that's how we choose. It's just what we've always used. If it works. Guitar amp wise, we usually use plugins. In the studio, we'll just record DIs and send them to the producer. So it's just really guitar choice in the studio. But me and Stephen have a lot of guitars between us, so we just use whatever guitar works for the particular song. But yeah, we don't usually use amps in the studio. We use a plug-in while we're tracking just to get a tone, but then we'll send the producer DIs in the studio, so it's very different when you're in the studio. Yeah, we did. It was Francesco from, he's from Italy. He's a good friend of ours. We toured in Japan with him. He reamped all the guitars and he used all real amps, so that was very cool to do that this time. He's super knowledgeable about all that kind of stuff, so he was definitely the best guy for the job, because I described his guitar tone in this album as perfect, which I still think it is, so thank you, Francesco. Oh, Iron Brew. If you don't know what Iron Brew is, it's a Scottish soft drink which outsells Coca-Cola in Scotland and nowhere else. I can't really describe what it tastes like. People have difficulty describing what it tastes like, but we get it on a rider. We don't always get it in Europe, but we've got it a few times on this tour. We don't have it today, unfortunately, but I'd say that's a tour essential for us, for any Scottish people. I think most Scottish people would agree with it.
You take care of your hair.
Yeah, I'm not giving away my secrets for free. Subscribe to my OnlyFans if you want to find out my hair secrets. Now
self-destruct.